Hey guys, it's Dan again. I know I've been absent for quite a while, but a few things have been happening recently, so I've just been called to say a few things. And first of all, the obvious elephant in the room is that I'm on a bus. Yes, I'm a bus driver, so I am on a bus. But that is not the main point of the video today. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about people seem to be wanting to, bring up the fact that social media isn't all what it used to be. It's people are somehow more nostalgic about social media in the early days, like in 2007, 8, 9, when things were a little bit more rudimentary and it wasn't all that well developed yet. And I think there's several reasons why there have been many shifts toward a more, or maybe a denser presence on social media than there used to be. And I think the biggest issue I think in social media that's changed today is the reels. Reels have definitely made it to where you can scroll for hours and hours and hours on end, and you're just watching all these videos, and lo and behold, you went from 3 o'clock to 9 o'clock at night, and you've essentially accomplished nothing. And I think that's a lot of what they're doing now, is they're designing social media apps to be just as retaining as possible. And I think reels are the biggest factor in that. But I also think it's just all the suggested posts that you can, keep scrolling forever and ever, and there's going to be something about celebrities or maybe stuff that you're interested in, like history or modeling or D&D or something like that, and it'll just keep you scrolling forever. And then obviously they've added all the ads and stuff, and that's just kind of actually been a turn off for me on social media. But some people, it works. That's why they add them. It keeps the clicks coming, and that's what they want. And they have all this clickbait stuff and all the news sources saying different things about, oh, this happened the other day, and so and so teacher was fired, or there was a crash on Centennial or whatever. And it's all this stuff designed to keep you reeled in. And also, I think that another big factor was the stories. You can add stories on different platforms like Instagram and Facebook, and you can click on somebody's profile picture, and it'll come up with something, just about whatever's going on in their day. Sometimes it'll be a picture, sometimes it'll be a music video, maybe a meme. But long story short, that is primarily why things have been going the way they have been on social media, is because they've designed it more for retention, and they've designed it more for addiction almost. That your mind, and like I said, again, reels are the worst one. You can be scrolling through reels for hours on end, and it can be, some of the reels can be nice. Some of them are funny. Some of them are informative. Some of them are news. Some of them can be just whatever you want it to be. It kind of tailors it to what you want, but honestly, a lot of it's just garbage that you find yourself scrolling through, and it really has no actual foothold of a meaning in real life. But that's what they're there for. They're designed to grab your attention and keep you maybe not engaged, but just kind of sedentary on the app. And I'm very I'm guilty of this as well. So I've definitely been guilty of scrolling through hours and hours on Instagram Reels or Facebook Reels, and obviously going through some of the suggested posts. And the suggested posts are definitely another one that I wish we could turn them off, and I think there actually is a way to turn off suggested posts, but eventually after a while they just keep coming back. So, and some of them are complete nonsense that you don't even necessarily want to see, but it grabs your attention, and that's the captions are all written in a way that grabs your attention. And yeah, so long story short, I digress, that social media has changed into something from a previous life of basically you just get on for a couple minutes, catch up with your friends, and then you're done for the day, and then you can go outside and play, or you can go and play, or do some sports, or just whatever you want to do. But now it's designed for retention, and psychology would dictate that, you know, all the stuff they put in it now that just grabs your attention and keeps you engaged in the social media app, and whether it be Instagram, TikTok. I mean, TikTok's the worst one. It's just the only thing it is Reels, and I haven't gotten that one. And you know, I hope others are smart enough to understand just how much life it's taking away, because really a lot of that just adds absolutely nothing to your life anyway. But yeah, it's just transformed into something that just grabs you and keeps you in. But anyway, I appreciate each and every one of you. If you've stayed this long, thank you so much. I'm thankful for every one of you. I hope you're all doing well, and I will see you on the flip side. Peace out, guys. Have a good day.